Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So I've shifted things around a little bit. Let's see, what have I done? This one is still here. I meant to get this done and out of here, but it's only partly done, you can tell. It's about 3/4 finished if you count the engine and the rear drivetrain. Did I get that? I did. I did something that I wanted to show off real quick before I go to work. Let's see here. And these cars are in here. Let's bounce over there real quick. Okay, so this is parking level 4. I wish they had a number or something. But anyway, what I wanted to show you dudes was this is one car that was in another part of the garage that I moved it up here. This is a Ferrari F40. There are two of these that you can get. This one has the supercharged V8 engine in it under the engine cover. You can kind of get to it if you're... There we go. I can't look at it here anyway. But this one, I have bought and rebuilt and sold several of these, and I decided I should go ahead and keep one at some point. This one is worth a little over $3 million. I actually think it... I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, damn it. I think it's worth more than the other Ferrari. But I wanted to show you these in particular. These are a couple of Ford Mustang Mach 1s. This is the... No, that's not it. This is actually the first one that I built and kept. And it has the stock engine in it, which is the V8 OHV 385. Now, I've always kind of wondered what would happen if you put a different engine than the stock engine in a given car. And I found that I had this other Mach 1 in my collection, or in the junker section, and it occurred to me that it would be a good time to do a different engine. So I actually have... I can't do it. Can't get to it from here either. I actually have the 385 engine that was in this car in my inventory. I took it out, and it was like $866 to sell it as a rusty hunk of junk. And I built a V8 OHV Hemi in this car, which I'm sure is going to freak out the Ford people. But this one has now 764 horsepower versus 643 horsepower in this car. What I always wondered was, if you put a different engine than the stock engine in a car, will it change the value? Well, it does. This one is with the stock. This is the stock version, and it is $188,000. Round that off slightly for this car. And this one with the bigger, more powerful engine is $126,000. So people really like the stock version as opposed to the modified one. And I believe these are both actually, these are both actually the same color. These two are essentially the same car except for the engine. This has 121,000 miles, and this one has 199,000 miles. So the value on this one is probably lower because of the higher mileage as well. Maybe I should take them and swap the engines. Put the Hemi engine over here, and put the stock engine in here, so the higher mileage car has the stock engine, and see if that changes the value. I'm curious about that now. But anyway, let's get back. Okay, and I didn't actually mean to move this here. Let's move you back. So the last thing I wanted to show you dudes was this is the 385 engine that was in that car. When I took it out, it was a hunk of junk, and it was $866. I actually meant to leave it on the stand, just so you can. This is what it looks like, completely done, all upgraded with performance parts and everything. So that's what it looks like, finished and complete. And get it back off here. And then to sell it is $6,181. So this is actually something I might do more often, or who knows, depending on how much longer we're playing this game. But I actually want to do this Mitsubishi because I'm really curious about what it's going to look like when it's finished. So I've been saving this one, and it's also a Japanese spec car. Has a right-hand drive. And we'll see if we can make this look cool. I think that's, yeah. Okay. Interior. We'll get all the easy things out. I always like to do the stuff that's attached to the body of the car first. The intercooler is going to have to, the car will have to be raised for that. And actually, since I'm standing here next to the battery charger, most of the time I don't really bother with that because I have so much money. But since I'm here, I might as well charge the battery. I noticed that the gas tank is in a weird place. There we go. You know what? I actually didn't mean to repair those body parts. I meant to just flush them all. Okay, large intercooler, air filter. Gonna need clips for the air filter cover. Fuel tank, seat 1, fabric B. Okay, so body parts. Let's see, I don't think it has anything that is really, I don't think it has any, doesn't look like it has any oddball parts, but we'll see. Yeah, it does. B and C and B and C and blah 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 blah. So what do I have? Okay, so that's the stock mirror, fender. Whoops. Okay, left side mirror. Presumably there's a right side mirror. Right fender, left fender. Gonna need all the windows. And did I get a door? Left door. Front bumper. Left, let's see, right door, left headlight. And it's, I imagine it's probably this standard hood too. Let's see real quick. Rear clamshell. That's probably the steering wheel. Yeah, hood. Rear clamshell. No, it's that. Oh, okay. It doesn't. I was just looking at the parts list, and there was no steering wheel listed as, there was no clamshell that looked like a steering wheel, so there must be one I just didn't see. Rear plate, steering wheel 12. Need to remember to fix up the body and stuff before I forget. I wouldn't forget. Just duh. For a second I thought, why in the hell do I not have a battery? And then I remembered why. And there wasn't a radiator on it to begin with, so I need to get a radiator. And I bet it's going to be fan housing B. It seems to be it's that more often than not. And it's not. No, it is. Okay, let's put the seats and stuff in there. There we go. Look at that front bumper and that door. It's like somebody tried to fix it up on their own and gave up. Let's see, pretty sure I don't have tail lights. Let's see what we have. Yeah. Rear bumper and tail lights. And those are all standard parts, so that'll be easy. Let's see where to go. Left tail light, right tail light, rear bumper. Okay, body is complete. Get the interior nice and shiny. And we'll fix up the frame. Okay, I'm liking the look of this now. Yeah, and that's this square looks a little. These squares don't really correlate very well to what the car actually looks like when you paint it, I think. But this is perfectly acceptable. Not over there. I want to go back here. Okay. It's a good looking car. I could really do without the big. Actually, that's not terrible. I've seen spoilers that looked much worse than that. What else do they have? Either of these. Either of those might look better, but I think I'm going to stick with this for now. I think I'll put different wheels on it too. And it's got the V6B engine in it, so it should be pretty quick. That's a good solid engine, builds out nicely. I actually don't know anything about this car in particular. I really should have read up on it first so I have an idea of what model it is. I mean, this particular mod obviously has got the right-hand drive, so it's Japanese spec car. I don't know if there's a version of it that has ever been exported or what. It might be under a different name. Something that I would know if I'd heard it, but at this point I don't know. Front shock absorber A. So that's we don't have as many bushings to do on this one, because it's not front double wishbone. Of course, the back end over there I can see is the suspension arm, which is always fun. What are you? Front sway bar. Okay. There's no throwout bearing. Most of the time there's a throwout bearing. Actually, most of the time there's a transmission on these engines. This one doesn't have one. It's got heads on both sides, so it's going to have pistons. And you've got some rod caps. Go ahead and take those off now. 26, 23, 8%. Okay, that one's garbage. 20%. And there's a crank cap. I think this engine has two. Yeah, it has two. It takes two crank caps and 6 rod caps, of course. Since I did that Mustang Mach 1 recently, it was really kind of nice because it was a coil spring. I think a coil spring rear end. It might have been the leaf spring. I can't remember. I just find that particular I find that kind of suspension easier to do because it has. Well, it is. I mean, it's not. That's not really a matter of opinion. It is easier to do because it has fewer parts than this thing does. Something I'm looking forward to in CMS 2021, since they I don't know if they've got a whole new graphic engine or if they've just redesigned the way it does stuff, but everything is, the details are sharper and things look better. So, but you can't at this point in the demo do like any repair work or anything. I mean, you either deal with rusty old parts or you buy new stuff. And I actually, I did the story jobs that it gave you just to play with it. It gives you a car to repair, to rebuild on your own, but you can't at this point rebuild it completely. And I didn't really want to do that. Plus, it looks like one of those old school Volvos. It looks like a refrigerator box on wheels. I didn't really want to deal with it. Okay, so that's everything but the engine. Let's get that. No, not there. Gotta lower it too. There, now you can sit in it and make vroom vroom noises. And that's it. It has a battery, so you could probably play the radio. Okay, so now we need to go through all of this stuff. And I know there's going to be 8 of these. And then probably something like 16 or, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bushings. Let's go ahead and get those now before I forget. Really, well, it did have the clutch, pressure plate, and flywheel, yeah. Didn't have a throwout bearing, though. Okay, what do we got for brakes? Let's see. Probably end up repairing. I'm probably going to be able to repair a bunch of this. Let's try this just for the hell of it once. 12%. Discs are not repairable. Pads are not repairable. 24, 27. These calipers and these cylinders we might actually get back. Actually, the orange ones we almost certainly will. These ones maybe. Okay, rear sway bar A, front sway bar. Front sway bar, rear A, 2 front A's, 2 of those. Let's go ahead and get these going. Okay. Look at suspension. Shock absorber A. And all of these spring caps and stuff. And there were, I'm pretty sure there were like 4 of each of these, weren't there? Two hubcaps for the back, because it's front wheel drive. Yeah. Let's get those as well. %, on that one, almost certainly not. That was front wheel hub. Yeah, front wheel hub. Nuke this and that. Okay, so this is the potentially repairable stuff, except for anything that's anything that's single digit. So rear suspension arm A, 2 rear B. Let's see. That rod cap for sure. Lower suspension arm. Okay, 11%, no. 14%, probably not. Okay, the 17s and 18s are borderline. Let's see what happens here. Give me the chance to do the 17s. Failed. Failed. I only saw 2 fails. Yep, there they are. Front cross member, front drive axle H. I want to see what I have for brakes now. Yep, that's pretty much what I expected. So I need one each caliper and cylinder. Caliper, cylinder, 4 pads, and then the discs, and that should be all the brakes. So now we need to look at these wheels, because I don't really want to use these wheels. These are all 215, 45, 16. Let's stick with that. And then I kind of want to do something like, I wish there was a really good something like this, but not that. It's not enough of a. I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 4, and I found some rims on there that I really like, and I've been using them like on all of my cars. Let's see. That RX-7 rim is not bad, but it's going to have the Mazda logo on it, and we don't want that. Let's see here, and most of these modern ones just suck. Except for, I've used this one here a bunch of times. I've used this one, but I don't really want to use it on this car. And what else? I'm going to end up in the retros. I think something like, I think I've used this before, but I'm going to do it again. At least I know those will look good chromed out, though. Okay, that should be all 4 of them, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to look all right. I went ahead and put sport tires on them because I know that it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna have more oomph to it when we're done. This whole rear end, though, I mean, as much of a pain in the butt as it is to take it apart and put it together, it really looks good when it's all done. When you've taken all the rusty crap out and thrown it away and put in nice shiny new steel. Yeah. That other wheel that I just put on the balancer should be done now. It was probably done before I got over here. That should be the last one to go through the balancing. Yep, it's done over there. You can see the hood is up. I need to flush those old broken down rims. And it looks all right. I like that this a lot of those rims in there are really flat. This one has at least some. This one has a little bit of relief, where the middle part here is kind of sunken in, and then at the end of the spoke it's kind of depressed a little bit. Just has more of a feel of depth to it. Some of those other ones look like dinner plates. What the hell? How did I? Okay. There were, I guess I must have only bought 8. Because I know that there's 8 of those in the rear. And I remember I remember looking at it and counting 16. So I must have just spaced that out completely. I guess I didn't buy the tie rods either. Boy, what the hell? I sure hope I bought enough brake parts. Although, no, I counted that. That's going to be okay. That looks a little better too. The way some of these mod cars that use this front shock absorber A, they have this whole thing compressed. The shock cap is right down against the bottom cup here, and that looks a lot more natural. I actually don't think it should let me do this with the transmission not in the car. I wonder if I want to have to take all this stuff apart. I bet that thing isn't even connected to the transmission properly. And I bet this thing doesn't have any exhaust either. What the hell? Honest to God, I swore I can't. Honest to God, I swore I went over there and got that thing. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I just hope this isn't going to be a... I hope I didn't make a terrible mistake putting that on there, putting that all together with the engine out. Okay. Do you have... There's a plug and there's a coil. It's the fuel rail. Oh, there's a head cover on this side. I was trying to remember. This is the one that has the great big camshaft bearing. It's one piece, but it's this huge thing. What do you have for plugs? One. I think this engine has the thermostat in the back too. See these holes here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's got a thermostat that goes back there. Okay, got that hunk of junk taken down. Okay, so V6B, I need these. 4 of those, one of these, 2 of them. That, and that, and that. I think that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Looks like we didn't get to repair very much. I bought one of these, and one of those, and one of those, and one of those. Bought that, bought that, bought that. Some of those things we repaired at least, and that's nice. I'd rather get some money for them repaired up than just throw them in the trash. I know that this thing needs more rollers. I'm pretty sure I need both of these. Cam gears, I need 4 of them. B6B. And then these head covers, I need 2 of these. One of those I repaired. I think that one is what I need, because the other one has the oil spout. Oh, these. I need 4 of them. And I need those I only have 1 timing cover, so I need these as well. Oh, and there's that thermostat. So I don't think I have everything, but I think I have a lot. Let's see where we're at. Let's see how far we get. I'm pretty sure that there are some more rollers that go on the front of the engine. Once the timing cover is on, once the heads are on and the timing cover is on, and because there's a belt, there's a belt that goes inside there that runs the water pump, and then there's another belt that's outside the timing cover that runs the alternator and the power steering pump. I repaired a couple of those. I think I may have bought like 1. I actually needed a couple more, because there were only like 4 of them that I took off the engine. I don't remember now. There were only like 4 of them that I took off, and a couple of them that I replaced. I don't think I bought enough. Well, clearly I didn't buy enough. This is a nicely compact engine, though, when it's all put together. It's not as compact as, like, the rotary engine. The rotary engine is, I think, the most compact engine that you can build in this game. But this one is a nice, solid power pack. I don't think this car has any more exhaust I think the only exhaust parts that this has are the ones that are the exhaust headers there. And in a minute, we'll find out if I have the correct head covers. Is this? I mean, there's like an A and a B and a C, and you need 2 A's and 1 B and 1 C. Okay. Kind of weird. A lot of times I end up building the front of the engine first before finishing the rest of it. But now it's just the front. The front is all that's left is the front. I knew there was another. You know what? I know there's another. I know there's a roller B that goes on that arm down there. And this has always looked like plastic to me. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, it's not, obviously, but this black part here, especially against the other stuff, it looks like plastic. That's like 5 roller A's, or I think there were, yeah, 4 or 5, either 5 or 6. I don't remember how many are in there now. You can't get an X-ray view. Yes, you can if you try hard enough. 1, 2, 3. I know there's one up there. Not worth it. I think that's everything, though. Are we done? 100%. Okay. Okay, and now the fun part. Gearbox. See, look, it doesn't have. They didn't build it with the 4x4. With the front-wheel drive gearbox. Gearbox B V6. And that's gearbox. There it is. Unless they're, I know that there's the i4 gear. This one here is the i4 gearbox for the front wheel drive. i3, i4 4x4. That's for like the Jeep. And this weird sideways one is for like the Lotus. I thought that there was a V6 gearbox for front wheel drive. Maybe I'm wrong. Not really important right now. But it's clearly not connected to anything. Like here's the drive shaft, and there's a gap right there where it would normally be in the transmission. What starter do you want? Starter V8? I wasn't sure about that one. I kind of expected it to be a standard starter. I also expected to have to do it from above. That surprises me. Are you finished? You are. Okay. For just a second I was concerned about that clipping through the hood. I wonder how close it is. Where's the car status? Where is that? Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's you can see the gap between the top of the engine and the inside of the hood. So that's all right. There's some cars that I've done that had a tiny bit of engine clipping through the hood, and that's always annoying. What in the holy hell am I doing here? There we go. Okay, 217, so let's see, 14, 54. It would be 454 would be 100% increase. We're probably not going to get anything like that. Call it 320, something like that. Let's say 100 extra horsepower. Let's see. It's a bit better than I expected, but pretty good. I'm happy with that. And it looks all right. It looks kind of like it looks a little bit like a Supra. Like a Supra had a child with a Mazda RX-7, and this is what came out. That's what this kind of reminds me of. It's got elements of both. This takes me back, though. I learned how to drive originally in a right-hand drive car, and it was a standard transmission, so I was shifting with my left hand. Reminds me of that. It was good. Those were good times. All right, let's drive this thing and see how it does. Okay, that's odd. I didn't notice that warning thing on the sun visor. I didn't notice that in the car. What view is that? That's I actually have. Whoa! Okay, I guess I hit the button to go. Okay, I'm really happy with how it looks. I like the color and I like the wheels. Yeah, I'm liking this quite a bit. This is my kind of car. And we've zapped right up to 151 miles an hour. Not too shabby at all. I'm pretty pleased with how this has come out. We could, I think, did we just go past the last one? I think we did. Stop. Yep. Oh. Holy smokes. Not doing like that one time when we drove through the world, and now look, we can't get back through the fence. Huh. This is like that other car. This is the second time I've ever had this happen, where you drove right through the ending of the track, and out here into the rest of the world. Wonder if I can get back in there. There we did. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Now that is not exactly what I expected to have happen. And we are apparently doing 182 miles, 259 miles an hour, 377 miles an hour. Okay, that's weird. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that car is clearly possessed. How much are you valued at? $80,000. You know what? I actually am inclined to keep this car because I kind of like it. Yeah, it appeals to me. Kind of like the way the Honda Prelude I did appealed to me. Plus, it came to me red like this, and that means I am automatically predisposed to be fond of it. And since it's only worth 80 grand, it's not really even worth selling it after all the time and effort I put into it. Plus the fact that it's capable of departing this reality and driving into the endless void. And I don't know if it would be ethical of me to sell it to somebody. So I think I'm just going to keep this one. Move you to parking. And now I have to figure out what I want to do next. The GT40 you're not going to see again. I'm going to finish that and get rid of it, which leaves us with the Veyron here. And I may go ahead and do this next time, or go to the junkyard again and try to find something else to do. I don't know. I want to do this because I want to see what it looks like when it's all done. But I feel like I've Bugatti'd myself to death. And the only other Bugatti that I have besides this one and the other one, I have the EB110. And I haven't seen... Actually, I saw one of those in the junkyard recently, and I didn't buy it because I didn't want to do it again. But that's where we are right now. So that's going to wrap this one up. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you again here for our next junkyard adventure. And on that note, bye for now.